Hello friends, welcome to my channel, A Voyage into Crypto Metaverse. This is chapter 6. We are talking about altcoins today. But before I get started, a little disclaimer, none of this is financial advice. It is only for fun, entertainment, and education. With that, let's get right in. Let's first talk about the crypto community. So what types of people are there in crypto communities? So we have, first of all, the in it for the tech people, which means in it for the technology. They are in crypto for the revolutionary technology, and they align with Satoshi's vision and philosophy. So next we have the traders. Because cryptocurrency markets are very volatile and they offer a lot of great opportunities for traders. So that's why there are a lot of traders in the crypto communities, and we basically have two kinds of traders. So one, the professional traders who know what they are doing and they are good at risk management and taking profits. And then we have the retail traders who are kind of lured into trading crypto because they heard a friend made $1 million in trading crypto, and mostly they are the ones at the losing end of the trade because of their poor risk management. So next we have the people who believe in holding their coins for the long term. They are the holders or the hodlers, shall I say. And next on we have the people, the venture capitalist, because crypto can be the next big thing and there is a lot of innovation happening, and there are a lot of venture capitalists throwing money on new and upcoming projects, hoping to make some huge gains if the project catches up. Finally, we have the institutions like MicroStrategy, Goldman Sachs, and the like, also getting in and buying crypto, mainly Bitcoin, but also looking at and allocating to major altcoins gradually. Next, I'm going to talk about the altcoins themselves. So when Satoshi launched Bitcoin, he actually started a revolution and also a revolutionary new technology called the blockchain. Blockchains are open, transparent, and permissionless ledgers. Entrepreneurs saw a great opportunity to use the blockchain technology in a number of fields. A number of projects started with their own coin, some legitimate, while most looking to make hay while the sun shines. Most altcoins are born around a certain narrative, and these same narratives are repeated over and over again. So one of the most common narrative a few years back was that this new coin is better than Bitcoin. It is either faster than Bitcoin or it has lower transaction fees, etc. And they obviously lack the adoption, security, and decentralization of Bitcoin. Another common narrative back in the years was about privacy coins. Basically, Bitcoin is not actually private because the blockchain is actually an open and transparent ledger, and anyone can use a blockchain explorer and look into the transactions. For example, say you went to buy coffee with Bitcoin. You go to a coffee shop, make a transaction on the Bitcoin network, and then you walk away. Now your Bitcoin address is actually exposed to the coffee shop, and they can search your address on the blockchain and see the complete history of your transactions. So privacy coins offer solution to that problem, but there is another story. So another major narrative among these new coins is the claim to be Ethereum killers. So similar to better than Bitcoin narrative, these coins start off as better versions of Ethereum. They aim to solve Ethereum's scaling and transaction fees issues, but again, many don't see much adoption, no decentralized applications building on top of these platforms. But because of sharp marketing and paid promotions, these coins do get a fair chunk of believers and buyers. Another major class of coins are the stable coins, which are actually very interesting and may actually bring a lot of adoption to crypto because they are the dollar equivalent in crypto and provide the ease of use and self-custody to the holders. One frequent criticism of crypto and Bitcoin in general is that it's very volatile. Prices move too quickly. For example, you want to transfer $1,000 to your friend. You check the Bitcoin price, do your calculation, then send $1,000. equivalent in Bitcoin, but by the time your friend receives the payment, it may only be worth, say, $950 or maybe $1,100. That is where stable coins come to the rescue. Next, there are other narratives, for example, utility tokens. I told you that the blockchain could be applied in a number of different industries, and that's where the utility tokens come in. In 2017, a number of these utility tokens were born. For example, these power tokens that where you can trade power tokens that allow you to trade electricity credits, or a token to monetize the user attention in a browser, or even a token to revolutionize the global dental industry. Some of these are funny. And then we have these governance tokens. I'll quickly touch upon governance. So basically, there are a lot of crypto projects and they have their communities and they want to achieve decentralization. So one aspect of decentralization is that there is no one team who is deciding on the future of that cryptocurrency. Any important decisions to implement new functionality for a project is taken through community voting. Anyone in the community can create a proposal and the whole community decides to either accept or reject that proposal in a community vote. Governance tokens are used for voting in such cases. So finally, we have the meme coins. There are a lot of young people in crypto industry and they are adopting crypto at a fast rate. For many people, internet equals entertainment. Crypto is the money of the internet. So there are a number of coins that use the fun aspect of the memes and merge it with crypto. The original meme coin was the Dogecoin, which was casually created by a developer on a weekend, and it somehow just caught up. A ton of memes were created around the Dogecoin, and in 2020, it made it to the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization. A number of other Dogecoin copycats followed and got pumped and dumped during the recent bull market. Shiba Inu needs a special mention here. If you bought just $50 worth of SHIB tokens at the start of 2021, you could have walked away with a few $1 million by the end of October in the same year when it was trading at its peak. By the way, it is still at number 14 by market capitalization. So now let's quickly talk about the coin distribution mechanisms. For a cryptocurrency to have any worth, it needs to be widely distributed in the crypto communities. One way to distribute the coin is to hold initial coin offering. In 2017-18, the ICOs were very simple. You just send some Ethereum to a smart contract address and you would get the new token in return. This mechanism was simple, but at the same time, it was very easy for scammers to launch dubious ICOs and distribute worthless tokens. In 2020, with the launch of Uniswap, which is a decentralized exchange, or a DEX for short, the ICOs transformed to IDOs, which are the initial DEX offering. Uniswap, being a decentralized exchange, allowed anyone to launch their token on the platform. At the same time, a number of launchpad projects also started. They launched their own coins and offered IDOs on their platforms, which mostly required some kind of whitelisting process or a lottery. So only whitelisted addresses could participate in the IDO. The people holding their launchpad coins got a preference in the whitelisting process, by the way. CoinList, which is another very popular launchpad, held IDOs, and some of the participants were selected through lottery, and rest of the people were put in an online queue. Sometimes the queue had more than 100,000 people waiting. Most of these IDOs, by the way, were very successful and provided the winning participants 10 times or 20 times or sometimes even 100 times return on their investment. Finally, we have the initial exchange offering, or the IEO, which are organized by the centralized exchanges of the likes of Binance and FTX. Most of these big IEOs were well oversubscribed and often resulted in giving tiny allocation to the participants. Another key interesting mechanism of token distribution has been through a token airdrop. So let's quickly talk about the airdrops. So in 2017-18, a lot of projects actually launched their ICO with barely a promise of a product. Many of these projects failed to build the promise project and went into oblivion. In 2020, Uniswap launched their decentralized exchange on the Ethereum network. They didn't raise funds in an ICO. Rather, they decided to distribute their token to all the users who ever traded on their decentralized exchange. They gave away 400 Uni tokens to each user for free. At the time of launch, Uni traded at $3 USD and later peaked at more than $40. So they started the trend of rewarding early users of a platform, and number of projects followed that trend. There were a few other big airdrops, for example, 1-inch token airdrop, which airdropped more than 600 1-inch tokens to each of its users. 1-inch also traded at more than 800 at its peak. $8 at its peak. Yet another big airdrop was from the dydx project, which airdropped a minimum of 300 tokens. Each token was worth more than $27 at its peak. Another recent airdrop has been from the project Optimism, which was also worth a few $1,000s at the time of its launch. Apart from that, there has been a number of other smaller airdrops ranging from $10 to $500. By the way, I also got my fair share of airdrops and plan to get more airdrops in the future. I will share the details of the potential future airdrops in my upcoming videos. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Finally, let me talk about the alt season. So alt season is the period of time when altcoins just go crazy and increase massively in their valuations. This is a typical chart of an altcoin which made huge gains in valuation in a few weeks, going from merely $6 at the start to over $500 at its peak. Most altcoin charts look similar to this one in the alt season, regardless of their fundamentals. I'll talk more about the market cycles in a later video, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye for now. Thank you. Bye.